Hey everybody, it's Sassy Pants. It's Sassy Pants or Fancy Pants. I don't know what I'm feeling today, but I thought I would make a video because I have something to share. And it's about birds or living things in general. And my husband and I have the following. I have 8 green cheek conures. We have 2 ball pythons, 2 crested geckos, a panther chameleon, and 11 tarantulas. So anyways, we love animals. We also have 2 dogs. And so we have a plethora of animals. Our house is clean. It doesn't smell or anything like that because we maintain it. And so anyways, I all of my friends and everyone on Facebook knows I'm the bird lady because I always have one of my birds with me. In fact, Penny's with me today. She goes to Walmart and she brings people joy. She's so wonderful. She doesn't fly yet. She's a baby. She always just sits with me. But anyways, I was getting tagged on Facebook and there was a post in the free site in our area that said a lady had received an abandoned parakeet and she didn't have the means to care for it. She had never had a bird. Now what does she do? She needs a new home. And I said, all of these people were tagging me and I said, I'll pick them up. And we don't have a huge home, but I'll make room for them. So, picked them up. And this is where it gets kind of serious. And I want to thank the person that took him in. Went to the house. The front porch was unkempt. And when she opened the door, I have a strong smelling sense, have for the past 30 some years. And you could tell the house wasn't clean. I didn't see the state of the house. I didn't go in. She basically handed the cage out the door and off we went. And thought, okay, this is probably good. Well, before we left, she came out with the dollar store bird food for him, and it's fine. And she said that she was glad I picked him up because her cats had been terrorizing him. And I thought, oh, gosh, can't imagine. So anyways, brought him home. Excuse me. I took the towel or the blanket off the cage and I said, oh my gosh. And what I found in the bottom of the cage was 2 to 3 inches of droppings. It had not been cleaned. The water was filmy. There was no water. What was in there was a film where the water kind of had dried up, almost where it was almost gone. Old seeds, there was food, but the bottom of the cage was it was tough. There was probably 30 feathers from him losing feathers stuck in the droppings and things like that. And I said, oh gosh. And so I put him in a clean cage, put him in my room, separated him from my birds because with this kind of bird, you don't know if he's sick or not. So he had a blood feather, which is a new feather that comes in, but had broke. So I had to deal with that. Clipped his nails, looked, his beak was okay, but he's very small for a parakeet. And I just want to say, birds, these guys, green cheek conures, live up to 30 years. So, and they're babies. They need constant care, constant love, fresh food, fresh water, clean cage, an area where they can fly and play and interact. And I didn't take birds lightly when I started researching. I raised a parakeet. I was with him every day. He was my best friend. And so I was familiar. And my husband and I, we live in, our yard is a decent size, and we have one neighbor really across the way from us. And so we have our own little area where we consider it being on vacation because it's away from the city. It's very quiet and peaceful. And so we really don't go a lot of places, and if we do, when we went a couple of weeks ago, we went on vacation and my stepson watched the birds. But I'm the best person to handle them. My husband and I, we handle them, and they need a lot. They're like, it's having a toddler all the time. You can't leave them alone. They need to have clean cages and lots of love and interaction and snuggles. And oh gosh, she cleans my teeth. They're not supposed to be around human saliva, so I don't let her do this, but for some odd reason, she's got something with my teeth. Probably because they're straight. So anyways, they just need someone there for them. They need a friend, they need a companion. they really need attention. So before you think about getting a bird, make sure you have the time, energy, resources, that you're okay with them squawking and screeching sometimes. Mine, when a delivery driver pulls up, they all start going crazy. They're kind of my warning sign. But I just wanted to say, please consider, don't ever consider just getting a gift, getting a bird on a whim, or just because you think they'll snuggle with you. All birds have different personalities. Some love you, some hate you. There's no rhyme or reason to these guys. Each one of my birds is its own little thing going on, and for the most part, I have a great flock. But that's what I wanted to say. Please don't take an animal in if you don't have the time. They're loving, amazing animals, but they do need an environment to thrive. So that's all I wanted to say. I hope everyone has a great day, and we'll be back.